A song about the adventures of a boy and his best friend, a magical penguin named Frederick. In the air and rain on the way, there was a rumble in the sky and lightning flashed. The chance to go to the park had quickly passed. The boy sat in the window staring into space. Frederick got a mischievous smile on his face. He waddled over to the boy and in a penguin voice said, "How's about we go somewhere better instead?" The boy turned and looked at Frederick, wondering what he meant. But before the boy could say a word, there was a flash, and off they went. In just a blink, before he could think, the boy found himself gliding across an ice skating rink. He wobbled and flailed, trying not to fall, as Frederick just barely slid straight into a wall. The boy couldn't fathom where they were if he tried, so he just helped Frederick up and went along for the ride. They skated for hours that felt like days, when appeared a red door in a white smoky haze. Through the entrance they marched in a magical daze, arriving in the center of an elaborate maze. Surrounded by corn, now a bright sunny day, the boy spotted Frederick in a pile of hay. He popped out and shook off the dust with a grin and exclaimed in his penguin voice, "The next adventure begins." The boy and his bird made their way down a path, zigging and zagging through trails like a graph. The time they spent walking was quickly past. They told silly stories, they sang and they laughed. They arrived at a clearing as serene as could be. At the center of a meadow stood a majestic old tree. The branches hung low, all covered in fruit, inviting them in from their adventure pursuit. The boy and his bird sat there in the shade, tasting what can only be described as strawapple grape. The delightfully tasty magical treat got the two up and at 'em and back on their feet. Just a short walk to the edge of the meadow, past a picturesque landscape of sprawling palmettos. The path disappeared at the edge of a cliff that dropped into darkness like an interdimensional rift. Frederick, still smiling, nodded and said in his penguin voice, "One more adventure, then home we'll head." The wind picked up and blew hard to the north. The duo floated up and away from the earth. Like a kite in the sky, they glided around, and the wind stopped. There was an absence of sound. Frederick, still smiling, the boy, fear in his eyes, dropped quickly down into the rift and came out in clear skies. A canopy opened up above, and the boy floated softly down, while Frederick laughed maniacally, still plunging toward the ground. There was a rumble and a flash in the sky as the boy was about to land, and just like that, the boy was back in his room again. And at the end of the bed, in a crumpled pillowcase, with that same crazy smile upon his face, Frederick the penguin came in hot, but he was right back in his spot. Just a boy and his bird on a rainy day, and the adventures they had